Today for the Bitcoin price, a massive monumental move is coming up for Bitcoin. And I kid you not, this big move is going to come at my birthday or 1 or 2 days after my birthday this week. I will tell you exactly when I am expecting this move. I will show you specific indicators no one else on YouTube is talking about right now. I want to show you all of that, the specific direction, and also my price targets for Bitcoin right now in the immediate short term. I will show you my trade on Phemex. I will also show you my trade on Bybit. Did I get wrecked here? Did I get wiped out? I will show it to you completely transparently. And I can tell you something, you will be surprised about that. And also look at this, I was negotiating for weeks, maybe even months. I even had calls with Bybit. And right now we are getting here for our community the highest, by far highest bonus possible. Not $90. $390 only with our link in the pinned comment. And if you use our MMCrypto code here for the MMCrypto family, if you click this link, or if you already used our account whenever back in time, or you didn't use it, you can still switch over it here in the pinned comment. You can get this bonus here completely for free by using our specific discount code. I will show you in this video exactly how to get $390 completely for free. So make sure you stick here until the very end, where I will be showing you also my predictions, my price targets, and my trades. And with that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Okay guys, and as always, we are starting here on the 4-hourly candles for the Bitcoin price. And as you can see on the 4-hourly here, Bitcoin is maturing in the symmetrical triangle. But there are a few things where actually no one is looking at right now. I want to show you these things, and I want to show you how we get some nice indications here, not only for the explosiveness of the breakout, but also for the direction and also for the specific price target. I want to be talking about all of that. I want to show you my trades, and I can already tell you this might catch you by surprise. And of course, I want to show you much more. Let's go straight here into the 4-hourly candles and talk about the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term. As you remember, we were talking about this very big symmetrical triangle. What I didn't like about it is this big black space here. However, it was a legit one with multiple touch points. And what I was doing here, you can go back, I was talking right here about a possible breakout towards the upside. We got the breakout, we got the confirmation of the breakout, and then this massive BitMEX and Donald Trump news here pushing the Bitcoin price down. And now the question is, what is going to happen? Well, if you remember correctly here, 2 days ago, I was talking about the daily candles here within that bad news. And I was telling you, whenever Bitcoin is not closing below the specific threshold, and we were here within this triangle back, which was actually a very horrible thing, but I said, if on the daily candles, the bulls will be able to press the price back out of the triangle, if we are closing above these specific levels, I am expecting a quick, sharp recovery towards the upside. And you know what, guys? Let me show you this little clip here where I said exactly that. Look at this. See, after the BitMEX dump yesterday, we crushed through all the very important resistance levels. Bitcoin was actually below, and I told you, if we are closing above, I am expecting a recovery for Bitcoin. However, here is the very good news. Bitcoin shows some strength. Whenever you see these bearish candles here with a very big wick on the downside and no wick on the upside, this is usually considered a bullish sign, because it means after a dump, the bulls are pressing up the Bitcoin price once again. Let me pull up. And as you can see, this is the 4-hourly candles. The 4-hourly didn't close above, but the daily did close above. And we got this sharp recovery here towards the upside, exactly as we predicted it here. And the beautiful thing on the daily candles is that you have these very huge wicks here on the downsides, indicating obviously that we have bulls supporting the price, pressing the price back up once again. So now let's go over to the volume candles, and I will talk about this breakout. I will talk about the direction, about my price targets and my game plan, also my trades right now on Bybit and Phemex. Of course, guys, I will show you everything. And just as a quick side note, guys, I have very good news for you. I was talking to Bybit for the last few weeks, if not even month, asking for higher bonuses. And now look at this. We have by far the highest bonus possible right now here for our MMCrypto community. I was even having a phone call and everything, and now we finally have it. I have it here in the pinned comment down below. And here's some good news. If you have used our link for a long time ago, you can still get the bonus by this deposit schedule. And another good news is, if you didn't join the MMCrypto family here on Bybit by clicking our link, it is not too late, you can still do it. This one is in the pinned comment. If you scroll down to the very first comment of the pinned comment section here, then you find here the Bybit link, and if you click this specific link, you get redirected to their website where you can put in your email address and your password. Right here, email address, password, and after a few seconds or so, you already get your account. And whether you have it already under our link or you are just doing it, and just think about that. You don't have to touch your own money. You can touch only the bonus. And let's say you make a 50x trade, which is not recommended, right? I mean, you want to be responsible, but it is free money anyway. Then this would be a $20,000 trade, nearly completely for free. And the good thing is also you can withdraw the profits from this free bonus trade completely for free as well. So let me continue with the TA, but remember, in the pinned comment, take advantage of that right now. They might take it away anytime soon. And yes, always remember that you need our code, our link and our code. Only in this combination you are eligible to get this $390 instant bonus here for your account. Thank you so much also for the support. These are affiliate links, and I just think it is an amazing deal here. I have not seen anything like that before, and I was really fighting for it for the community. So now it seems like finally they are getting over it. So perfect. First of all, let's look at this here. If you disregard this crazy news here recently here, which this is the volume of the news, and it was not showing me the chart, I will tell you the news event. It was completely surprising, not something really being laid down here in the charts. But what you can see here is that the volume is basically falling and falling and falling without, if you disregard here this news event. And of course, this first of all points towards a massive explosive breakout very soon. I will tell you when this breakout is most likely to happen. First of all, I want to show you something else, and this is a topic I touched base already with DaVinci J15 here in the last episode. These are the Bollinger Bands, and they are right now so interesting. Look at this. The Bollinger Bands, you know, the lower the volatility, the more the Bitcoin price is basically just boring going sideways, the more these Bollinger Bands are contracting. And you know the deal, trading one-on-one, the more they are contracting, the higher the move will be towards the upside. I mean, you can look at every single time. Look at this. Here in October 2019, we had the Bollinger Bands extremely contracting, and then we had $1,000 move. I mean, do I have to tell you how crazy that is? Then here we had a very short-term contraction. Look on the downside to the Bollinger Band width. We dipped below this very important threshold of 0.1, and in the exact moment we dipped below, we had the Corona dump. This was for sure something like a show me the charts, I will tell you the news event, right? So now look at this. In July 2020, a massive contraction of the Bollinger Bands. Look on the downside, we went here below this threshold, and then the Bitcoin price had this massive volatile move from 9,000, 8,500 basically, all the way up to $12,500. And guess what, guys? Guess what? The same thing is happening once again. The Bitcoin price is basically only going sideways, and the Bollinger Bands are contracting. And this is the threshold here on the downside. Just type in BBW on TradingView and you will find it is the Bollinger Bands width. And here you can see the lower it goes, the more the Bollinger Bands are contracting. The higher it goes, the wider the Bollinger Bands are. So whenever we are going here below this very important threshold of 0.1 on the Bollinger Bands width, then we know, well, is going to hit the fan very soon. Massive volatility is going to come in very soon. I posted it on the weekend that I am expecting a big volatility this week, and I will show you the reason for that. First of all, massive contraction here. The Bollinger Bands actually squeezing more and more until the very moment of time. We will see this explosive move, whether to the upside or to the downside. I will be talking about that. So first of all, I wanted to show you this because we didn't talk about the BBW here before, and I think it is actually a very important metric to say, well, is a massive move incoming and imminent or not? And well, I think it is. First of all, here we have, after this breakout and this unfortunate news here pressing the Bitcoin price down, a new pattern evolving with 1, 2, 3 fake out, and potentially here 4 touch points very soon, hopefully. And this confirms, first of all, this trend line. Then we have on the downside, this one goes back a little bit more even, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points already. So this is a very legitimate pattern right now. And obviously the question is, what is going to happen for Bitcoin here in the immediate short term? Well, let me zoom in a little bit and pull out the VPVR. And what we can see here is very interesting. On the VPVR, the point of control is exactly at $10,680. At the time of recording, the price is at $10,670. So you can see here very naturally the Bitcoin price is floating around the point of control. So right now we have to find a direction here for Bitcoin on the 4-hourly candles and on the daily candles. And I actually think, since if we are going here, let me go out on the daily candles. And if we are going out here on the 4-hourly candles, you can see that still on the downside, the lows are higher. We have consecutively here higher lows for Bitcoin, actually still saying that we are in a bull trend. However, in the short term, we are in a bearish trend. So we have these lower highs for Bitcoin. We have higher lows for Bitcoin and lower highs for Bitcoin, which is obviously something which points towards the fact we have to choose the direction here. And this is something I want you to take away from that video, because with this triangle, and we can slightly adjust it, this would maybe change it by 1 or 2 days, this due date. I think that the breakout is imminent here until my birthday of the 9th of October 2020. And if you pull it down here, maybe even the 11th of October 2020, this is really the last day possible here until Wednesday, respectively, Thursday, Friday. We will get this massive breakout. And the question right now is, of course, what will be the price target for that breakout? Am I going to trade it? And what I'm expecting for Bitcoin here in the immediate short term? Well, first of all, if we are breaking out, unfortunately, we have this massive resistance above us. So this could be the first point where we can face some massive resistance here, $10,800 approximately, maybe a point to take some slight profits. But I actually think the biggest resistance is going to come in here. And please, if you are trading the breakout, make sure that the breakout is confirmed and make sure that the volume candles are high, that the market is here agreeing to this breakout. If you have number 1, the confirmation, if you have number 2, also the volume confirmation, then you can say, well, this might be a very, very profitable trade towards the upside or towards the downside. So the second price target could be $11,100, which we were actually forming since July 2020. And then, of course, the last price target where I would be taking the last profits here. So you can have 3 steps here, taking profits gradually here. You could pull out here this measured move price target, and this would bring us approximately to $11,800, which, I mean, we had a lot of traffic here. It was actually previously our point of control in the previous triangle. So I would be expecting Bitcoin to take massive, massive resistance over there. And then we actually only have the $12,500 above us. So this is actually what I am expecting for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. Always remember that breakdowns are just as possible, not as probable, but as possible as the breakouts. Remember that the likelihood for a breakdown is here more unlikely, but remember that it is possible, guys. Please always be prepared for that. So you could trade the breakout, you could also trade it already and then set a stop loss, please, guys, because you know Bitcoin tends to surprise us. So be prepared for that scenario. But just to consolidate that, I still think, considering that Bitcoin is here in this bull trend, that the breakout towards the upside is more likely than towards the downside. Also, if you appreciate this content, make sure you smash up the like button, you press subscribe, press the bell and press on all if you didn't do it already here in the introduction of that video. Also, guys, next up, look at this. Our friend Plan B here on Twitter posted a new chart, and I want to show you why this is even more bullish than what he is actually pointing out here, because Bitcoin is exactly where it is supposed to be. And this chart also shows us exactly what is going to happen, not only next month, within the next 6 months, within the next 12 months here, with a high likelihood here, considering the history. Let me talk about that. And first of all, I wanted to show you here my trades on Bybit and on Phemex, because many people were actually asking about it. And this one here is my trade on Phemex. It is still open at $28,000 in profit. As you can see, here's my funding fee. I opened it at $9,400. This is my long-term trade. I have my short-term trade on Bybit. As you remember, this is the trade here right now now in a loss, 20% in a loss. I opened it up at 10,770 US dollars. It was before these horrible news actually coming. So I am very happy that I'm still in the trade here, because usually I set my leverage like that either my stop loss is pulling me out at the point where I want me to pull out, or that the liquidation price is as low as my stop loss would have been in a higher volume trade. So this is usually how I am playing these games, and I am still in this trade. I'm planning to remain in this trade unless I am getting completely wiped out here. But so far so good, because my stop loss slash my liquidation price is way below this pattern. So only in the invalidation point I would be stopped out here in my specific trade. I will keep you updated about that. Make sure if you are also trading that you also get the highest bonus. You might as well take the highest one. It is in our pinned comment. Remember the deposit schedule here, and that you need to click our link. You need to click this specific link and also use this one, because otherwise you only get $90. Only with our link and with our coupon you get $390 completely for free. And now let's get back over here to what Plan B actually posted, because this is something very interesting. I mean, everyone is looking at the 200-week moving average. Everyone knows the 200-week moving average, because it is basically this specific value the Bitcoin price cannot go below, historically speaking. Let me go over here to this chart and let me pull out the weekly candles, because then you can see it even better. This here is the 200-week moving average. It's the blue line. And you can see here, if we go to the BLX, it's going even back here. You can see that the Bitcoin price is not going below this specific line. So we know whatever happens, it is a very low likelihood that Bitcoin closes below this specific level. You can see the blue line right here. So we have a very low likelihood of Bitcoin closing below this level. But this is only one thing, because what he is doing here is he is putting that in relation to the days or weeks or month in this case, we still have upcoming until the halving. And what you can see here is whenever we are having these red dots, we know we have like 32 to 40 weeks until the next month, until the next halving. So you're nearly 4 years since it just happened. And whenever, just going back in history, you see that the red month after the halving are historically a very bullish period. And this is still the case. People tend to forget that after the halving, we were lower than right now. Look at this. The Bitcoin price basically went up, with the exception of the last 2 months. We basically only went up since the halving. And the distance of this red dot here to the 200-week moving average is actually exactly how the distance was back then. Look at this. I mean, we have the exact same distance to the 200-week moving average. These are already very good news. But the next good news is this one here. I posted this 2 days ago. And what I was pointing out here is that the 200-week moving average is basically printing a new all-time high every single week. And this since the 200-week moving average existed. So if you go here to the chart I actually made for you, you can see that the 200-week moving average is never downward sloping. It is always upward sloping. Bitcoin is in an 11 years bull market. Do not forget about that. Considering that, and considering that Bitcoin is basically never really closing below this line, that it is always upward sloping, and that Bitcoin is only going up since 11 years, do you really want to bet against the trend? Or do you want to say, the trend is my friend and I will ride it until the end? Because if you are doing that, you are basically doing what the smart money is doing, and you are going out on the weekly candle, on the monthly candles. You know you should be holding Bitcoin in your cold storage, you should be holding Bitcoin in your holding portfolio, and only then you can make sure that you are here when the big moonshot comes. This is what I'm always telling you. I am trading with a certain fraction of my portfolio. We have been making massive gains here within the last few months, maybe even years in trading, but also it can always go against you. You don't want to be over leveraged. You don't want to have too much in your trading portfolio. You want to make sure that you are holding Bitcoin also for the very long run. Otherwise you are liable to get wrecked, and otherwise you are liable to stand on the sidelines among the bears whenever the big moonshot comes. And I am pretty sure we don't have any bears here in our community, at least not on the weekly and on the monthly. So please let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. And obviously guys, Also, don't forget to smash up the like button. This is all payment I want. This is all what makes me happy here, to see you guys happy, to see you guys making this button blue, and to see you guys pressing it to these all-time highs here. It's just completely amazing to see how much engagement we are getting from the MMCrypto community. So thank you so much for that. And with that being said, guys, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, press the subscription box right here and also press the Bybit tutorial, which is popping up right there. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.